Is up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News here for August 26, 2017. Keeping this intro very short because it's kind of a big night for sports. If you know, you should know what's going on. Of course, the super fight between Mayweather and Conor McGregor. I'm not watching the full fight, but I definitely want to be on the lookout for highlights and updates and everything. Pretty curious about how it's going to turn out. So let me go ahead and get right into it here again. Funko News for August 26th. So for starters here, the Alice rock candy figure is available now. It may not be in every single store, but look around, you should be able to find it. And I know it is with some online retailers. The Hot Topic Diamond exclusive bell has started to appear again in some areas. If it's not at your Hot Topic yet, should be there very soon. And do keep in mind that the next one up in the Diamond series will be Ursula, which will be up for a September release. I'm still a little bit surprised that they went with Ursula, just because when they first said Diamond exclusives, I kind of assumed that they would mainly focus on like the Disney princesses, so to speak. So yeah, Ursula's kind of surprising, but you know, we'll see how it does. So I do want to shout out two other online retailers. Of course, these are big name chain stores, so you should be familiar with them, but I just want to point them out because right now in Box Lunch they do have some of their exclusives available. The black and white Woody, I actually don't know if that one ever sold out, but I know that it's still available on their site, and some people may not be aware of that. So if you are a big Toy Story fan, that is an exclusive to Box Lunch, the black and white Woody figure, which they have at a pretty good price as well. Also, they have Reaper from Overwatch. They have an exclusive color variant, and then they have the glow in the dark anti-venom. Okay, so all of those are exclusives, and they do have some other ones as well, including they still have a couple of their shared exclusives from SDCC, so you can check that out as well if you're interested. And then with Hot Topic, not really shouting out any particular figures that they have, but I'm just want to point out to you that they do have some pops for $9 or $10. That does include some figures that are online. So if you're trying to get some figures, some of their exclusives, some of their commons, you could check that out. There are some exclusives that are not included, though they are still full price. So you just kind of check and, you know, see which ones you want. And I do want to remind you all quickly again, I'm not sponsored by any businesses. I just like to try to point out deals for all of you. So there has been some confusion with the upcoming Grady twins figures, in particular the Chase figures. Remember, both of these sets are exclusive to Target, but I shared last time that there's a 1:36 ratio. Then there was an employee from Funko that said no, it's 1:6, and then Funko came back and said, well, that employee was mistaken. So this is the way I'm looking at it. It's 1:36 because that seems to be the official word from Funko, and they said basically that the employee had some old information. So yeah, I'm gonna go with 1:36 regardless. It's gonna be difficult to find. I mean, that's something I think we all can agree on. Lutaku is a subscription box. I've never actually ordered myself, but I've seen a lot of unboxings, and I know that well, they ship out of Asia. I can't remember exactly where from Asia, but I know that with the Lutaku you get a lot of items, and they are high value items as well. So for those of you that are really looking for new subscription boxes to check out, this might be one to consider. The price is kind of hefty because again, it is shipped from overseas. Usually their boxes run $45 plus shipping and handling, but I want to point out here they have a special Halloween themed box that is actually up for I guess pre-order, you might as well say, or order right now, but I don't know when it will actually ship, but it is available on their site right now, and it is $5 cheaper than their box normally runs. At the same time though, you don't get as many items, but still I think the value is definitely there. The shipping and handling, like I said, is kind of pricey because it is coming from overseas. It's $14 to the US, so you're looking at about almost $55 total there. Could be a little bit more. But looking at the things that come along with this, they do have a one-piece figure. I'm not sure if everybody gets that same figure that you see there pictured in the bottom left, which is a pretty highly detailed looking figure. But that figure is valued at $35. Like I said, I'm not sure if everybody gets the same exact one, but that's the only one that they had pictured on their site, so that is a strong possibility. There also is this large Pokemon plush with that character whose name I'm not gonna butcher because I know there's some die-hard fans out there, but you see what character it is there. So that large size plush, which is valued at $35, comes in the box. And then this is what really caught my attention. You can get one of these Pop Asia figures. You can get the Little Prince, the Sheriff, Prime Minister, or the Judge, and of course these are all the black and gold variants, and these are SDCC exclusives from, I'm really not sure when, but the value of that figure alone could be as much as $40. Okay, so that to me right there, you know, it's tough to get Pop Asia figures here in the States. I'll just say that. So that right there adds a lot of value to the box, and you know, I feel with the other items you're really getting your money's worth. And then they also give you a mystery mini, one of the horror classics from series 3. Not, you know, not big value there, but still, it's, you know, it's a little extra in the box. So yeah, I think this is a solid option if you are interested, and I will put a link for it down in the description. So last time I shared with you all that Box Lunch is getting an exclusive Tina figure, of course Tina from Bob's Burgers. At the time I did not know the release date, but now it seems that it is street dated for September 8th. I'm hoping that it'll be online as well because there's no Box Lunch in my area, so fingers crossed on that one. The Tumblebee Pop figure actually sold out on the Funko shop. And I know that some people kind of got into the Monsters figures not right away, and so some people may have missed Tumblebee, but it does seem like Tumblebee may get a restock. I don't know if that means that moving forward they're going to restock the other monsters as well, or if they're doing this just because some people kind of caught on to this line late. I really don't know. I guess we'll see what happens there. I really wouldn't be surprised if at some point they do flocked versions of these. I mean, that's not guaranteed at all, but I wouldn't be surprised if Funko does something like that eventually. To me, it would make a lot of sense, and probably would make some people mad too if they already bought all the others. But you know, we'll see what happens moving forward. But there are going to be Pop Monster plushies as well, which will be available on the Funko shop. Of course, as these things become available, I will keep you all updated. So if you're into the Pop Monsters, again, if you missed out on Tumblebee, you will get another chance at that figure. So it seems that GameStop is getting a Kingdom Hearts mystery box, and this is actually available for pre-orders in store. I don't know if it's online, but you can go in stores and ask about it. I've actually seen a receipt online, so it is legit. What's going to be in it, I have no idea, but I know it is coming from Funko, so you can assume at least one exclusive pop. So if I learn any more about this, I will try to make sure that I share it, of course. So these figures here on the right, I've shared these before, and you see the back of the box pictured as well. So I've shared most of these before, but now we also see for September release, and actually I'm not sure if these are going to be for September release as well, but I just wanted to go ahead and share these. That looking at the back of the box, there's also going to be Lippy the Lion and Hardy Har Har. And I'm really not familiar with these characters, but again, Top Cat, Benny the Ball, Breezely, and Sneasley, they're up for a September release, so maybe these other figures are on the way as well, or maybe they'll follow soon behind. I'm really not sure. I'll try to update you all when I can. Do keep in mind also that Top Cat and Benny the Ball do have Chase variants that you see there on the right. So the Hellboy figures, I've mentioned these before. We saw some rough images, and now Funko has actually put out some really solid images here, and the figures are actually coming out sooner than I thought they would. I thought they might hold off on these till next year, you know, closer to the release of the movie, but these are up for a fall release. They have not given a specific month yet, but you see the figures that are available here in this wave. They have Hellboy, of course, then there's a Chase variant of Hellboy with the horns, which looks pretty cool. They have Liz Sherman, Abe Sapien, Rasputin, the Queen of Blood, and Lobster Johnson. Okay, so I think these figures look pretty cool, and I'm really interested in the reboot, the new movie. Hellboy will be played by David Harbour, he played Hopper in Stranger Things, and I'm assuming he will continue that role in Stranger Things. I think he's a solid choice to play the character. It's still kind of unfortunate that Ron Perlman never got a chance to come back for a part 3 for the original Hellboy franchise. But I mean, at this time, I just, I understand them rebooting it because I guess Guillermo del Toro took too long maybe to get things together, or maybe there were some creative conflicts with the studio. Who knows? So, you know, we move forward and we'll see what happens here. I'm definitely interested in new interpretations of these characters, and Lobster Johnson as well. Interested to see how that character is portrayed on the big screen. So Home Alone figures, I know some of you have seen these already, but of course I had to make sure I share these as well. Home Alone is still a pretty popular movie because they replay it always around the holidays. You see the Kevin figure there with two of the weapons that he basically used, his BB gun and the iron. And I really like that they gave him the iron in his hand, because you actually see on Marv the damage that he took from the iron hitting him in the head. Then they have Harry, of course, with his hat kind of burned up there and everything. If you've seen the movie, you know why they look the way that they do there. So I think these characters are really well designed. They definitely remind you of the actors, and this is one of the few times where I think that a 2-pack of 2 commons actually makes sense. I feel like if you can get your hand on the Wet Bandits Home Alone 2-pack, which will be a Best Buy exclusive, I actually think that would be the better option here. So these are up for a November release, which makes a lot of sense because that's usually around the time when this movie gets played a lot on TV. And I wouldn't be surprised if at some point they do a variant of Kevin screaming, because that's such an iconic moment, like really one of the most iconic movie moments ever. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to do something like that at some point. So the Star Wars Last Jedi figures here, you see most of them pictured here, and I did leave one out on purpose. I will talk about that character later on. I just wanted to make sure if you have not seen these yet, you get a better look at these, you know, these pop figures here, because I know some people are trying to decide which ones they want to get, which ones they may leave on the shelf. So to me, I think they look pretty solid overall. It's always, to me, a little bit risky though when you're buying characters before you actually see a movie, you know, especially relating to the new characters. But like I said, overall, I think these are very solidly designed. You know, we'll see how things work out with them moving forward. And I also do want to point out that Force Friday is fast approaching. It's less than a week away, and I think that people that are big Star Wars fans and pop collectors, you really should have a plan in order, because some stores are going to have midnight releases. So if you can get there, you might want to do that. I mean, it should be figures in good numbers, but who knows? So I'll just say that I think if you can get there at midnight, you know, you might want to do so. And then there are some little bonuses, nothing major, but some little bonuses. So if you look there on the bottom left, you see that Target will give out these buttons during their midnight opening. So they have 3 buttons there. One of them, that last one, Bring Your Ray Game, kind of cheesy, but I mean, if you're a hardcore collector, you might like to have one of those. If you look here in the top of the screen, you see that there are some wobblers as well, and I don't know if this is the only ones they'll have. It seems like there would be more, but these are at least 3 that I was able to find. If you look there in the upper right, we finally get a look at the Princess Leia figure, and you know, this will be a Walmart exclusive, and Walmart not marking up the price, so it's $8.78. Definitely worth it for, to me, any Star Wars fan, whether you like the new movies or not. I mean, it's Princess Leia, you know, it's Carrie Fisher, so I think that'd be a great one to get your hands on. And I know I'm gonna be on the lookout for that one to try to help out some friends that are big Star Wars fans. Also here, Toys R Us is also going to have a midnight opening, and there will be a free t-shirt and free Star Wars movie poster available. That's while quantities last, of course, that they are limited. And then focusing on 2 other stores here, FYE will have an exclusive pop and an online sweepstakes to win free Star Wars pops. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Right now, really not sure what the exclusive is. I'm gonna kind of speculate on that in a little bit here. And then the Disney store will give a free mini poster set to the first 100 customers. Don't know about them having a midnight opening or anything. Same with FYE, I'm not really sure about that, but you can call your local stores and check that out. And do keep in mind also that we know that there is an exclusive Walmart Resistance BB unit, and then there's also, of course, the Chase Porg figure that you see there. So time to get into the rumor mill, and remember, these are things that are not 100% confirmed. Some things may be likely, but not 100% confirmed. So I said I left one character out before on purpose, and that is Porg, which Funko seems to be going all in with this figure, and I'm not surprised because this character seems like it was designed basically to sell toys. I mean, you just look at it, it's a cutesy character, very much Ewok-like. So yeah, I'm not surprised to see that they're doing different variants of the Pop figure, including the spread wing version, which that spread wing version that you see there in the upper right, and I'm sorry, that's the only image I've been able to find of it. That one could possibly be the FYE exclusive, because right now it hasn't been listed as anywhere particular. I could be wrong on that, but you know, we will find out in less than a week here. But also you see here there's a very strong rumor that Hot Topic may get a flocked version of Porg. So you know, we will see what happens, but again, to me it's kind of crazy that this is a character that people haven't even seen in the movie yet, and yet there are already 4 pop figures of it, possibly 4 pop figures of it. Okay, so another rumor here, and of course these images that you see here are from last year. These are last year's images. Hot Topic had these exclusive horror mystery pops, and they included Alex DeLarge as basically the chase figure, which unfortunately he was very easy for people to find once they figured out, you know, how to find him exactly. Then they had a variant of Beetlejuice, they had a variant of Jason Voorhees, and they also had a variant of Pinhead. So it's rumored that they're going to do this again this October. Definitely want to hear from you all which characters you would like to see. I'm really hoping that they will include some new characters, not just variants of characters we've already seen, although they could do some cool variants. But I'm really hoping to see some new ones, and I'm not going to tell you which ones I'd like to see because I've already done a video just a couple weeks ago about Funko Pops I would like to see made, and I talked about horror figures within that video. You can check that out if you haven't done so. I may try to remember to link that down below as well. But yeah, I want to hear from you all. You know, you all, what would you like to see with these mystery boxes? Which figures, which horror characters you want to see represented if this pans out to be true? So another big rumor here, which again seems kind of strong, and I know a lot of people are hyped about it, is that for NYCC, that's New York Comic Con, there could be a 6-inch Dragon Zord pop figure. And if there is, yo, that's going to be a big seller there. And it does look like it could possibly be a shared exclusive to Hot Topic or Box Lunch. I would assume that a lot of people are hoping Hot Topic because that'd probably be easier to get. But you know, we'll see what happens there. It seems like Box Lunch does do good numbers on most of their exclusives though, so it could be easy either way. But again, this is not confirmed, people. Remember, we're in the rumor mill right now, and you know, we'll see what happens moving forward. But you know, this would make a lot of sense to me with all the Power Rangers hype going on right now. So that's going to do it for this edition of Funko News. Like I said, I didn't mean to rush through it, but yeah, I definitely want to see what's going on with the Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor fight. Of course, that figure you see there on the left, that is a custom. I don't know how to get your hands on it. It's just from a custom artist, and now there are actually several customs that you could see online of Floyd Mayweather. Seems like there would be an official pop, but you know, we'll see what happens there. But yeah, you all, thank you for watching the video. Definitely make sure that you like the video if you haven't already done so. Give me a comment down below. I'll try to respond to as many as I can. And also, if you're new to the channel, you know, please make sure that you subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. But yeah, that's gonna do it for now. Again, thank you so much for watching. You all take care. Have a great weekend. Talk to you all again real soon.